Hey you guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be giving you permission to eat all kinds of high-fat foods, so you're going to want to stick around. Welcome back you guys, and a huge welcome to those of you that may be new here. I am Deena, and you have landed at DeeVine Health, where we try to give you tips to help you get in the best shape of your life from the inside out. So hopefully you'll consider hitting that subscribe button and joining the family and staying around a while we walk this transformational journey together. Now, let's get right on into today's video. Before we get into today's video, let me give you a little disclaimer. I am not a doctor nor a nutritionist. I am just somebody who is on a health journey. All of the information in this video is just my opinion. Make sure that you check with your doctor or nutritionist before you make any sudden dietary changes. You have permission to eat high-fat food. Now, how long have we all waited to hear somebody say that to us, right? No, instead we go to our doctor and usually get this big long lecture about how we need to cut fat from our diet. But today we're going to be talking healthy fat, that's right, and how we can intermingle that type of diet with intermittent fasting to get the optimal results that we want for weight loss and overall health. I know right now intermittent fasting seems to be like the fad of the day, but do you know it goes much deeper than just a fad? It really is a healthy way to eat. It's not a diet, it's a pattern of eating. Restricting your eating to certain hours out of the day, that's going to be the best for your body. Now, I know it seems contrary to everything that we have ever heard about eating, because we've all been told you need 5 to 6 small meals throughout the day. You need to spread them out to keep your insulin levels high and to keep all those blood sugars balanced. And so we have been trained to eat constantly, but new research is out. Well, actually, it's not even new. The research is out and has been proven that we are actually doing more damage to our bodies by constantly eating than when we give our bodies period of rest. There is a really big reason for not eating during certain hours, like when we're asleep. We were created that way, to not eat during that long stretch of the night whenever we're sleeping away, because that is when our body takes the opportunity to repair itself. Hormones come into balance, little things start happening that starts to repair and rebuild. Damaged muscles are rejuvenated while we sleep, and all kinds of fun things happen inside of that body of ours. Do you know our body is actually hard at work while we're sleeping and taking it easy? And one of the main reasons that it can do that is because it's not having to worry about digesting food. It really is a healthy thing to restrict how much we're eating, and that's where intermittent fasting comes in, you guys. Intermittent fasting is simply a way of constructing our diet to where we're eating only about 8 hours out of our day and not eating for about 16 hours. And I know some people even restricted more than that, where they're only eating for 4 hours and increasing that fasting window. But the overall idea is that if you can at least fast for 16 hours of the day and keep your eating to just 8 hours, you are going to do some incredible things for your body, because the longer you go without eating, the more that those growth hormones and reconstructive hormones are in your bloodstream doing their thing. The longer they can work, the better health we're going to be in overall. So who wouldn't want that, right? Incorporating that intermittent fasting pattern of eating into our diets at least 3 days out of the week can begin creating some amazing changes inside of your body, you guys. It's going to help with your skin. It's going to help with joint pain. It's going to help you overall just feel and look better. It's going to help the luster in your hair and so many different things, because all of those processes happen when our growth hormone levels are high, and they're at their highest levels when we are not eating. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that we should take it to the extreme and never eat again, because that is certainly not healthy. Our bodies do need certain nutrients every single day in order to be able to get those hormones pumping. So it is very important that you are eating during that 8 hours, but it's important that you're eating the right things, the right amount of carbs, proteins, and fats, and that we're getting in all of the nutrients and vitamins and minerals as well, because then our bodies can take all of those nutrients and do its thing during the period that we're not eating. I do want to talk a little bit about the keto way of living. I'm sure you've all heard of it because it's the huge thing right now. Everybody is talking about keto and being in ketosis. As a matter of fact, you can even go to most of your local drugstores and buy the little strips that you can check your urine throughout the day to make sure your body is staying in ketosis. And while that is a good thing because we do want to be burning fat, we can get focused on the wrong thing and maybe become a little obsessed with that to where our focus is on the wrong thing overall for optimal health. But it is a great place to start to kickstart that body and to start losing weight. The simplest way that I know how to tell you to maintain a keto diet is to eat a lot of high-fat foods. Now, who thought they'd ever hear that? But here's the kicker. It's got to be the right kinds of fats. You cannot be eating high-fat foods that's not healthy for your body, but you certainly can eat a lot of fatty foods that are healthy for your body. Things such as nuts and seeds, things like avocados and eggs, and MCT oils like coconut oil and olive oil. All of these types of things are high in the good kind of fats. And here's the deal. Those good fatty foods increase the leptin in your body, and leptin is the hormone that decreases your appetite. Leptin helps you feel satiated and makes you feel full, and it decreases the levels of ghrelin in your body. Ghrelin is the hormone that makes you feel hungry. It's released by the body to tell you that it's time to eat. The only way to get ghrelin under control is to increase the leptin. And we increase the leptin by eating high-fat foods, such as those that I've already mentioned. So there you go. You already have permission now to eat lots of high-fat foods. In order to find out the exact right amount for you or how many calories you're going to need in order to stay on a weight loss track, you're going to need to do some research. There are all kinds of great websites out there. Don't just take my word for it, but really become informed and make the best informed decision for you that you possibly can. We just want to limit those carbohydrates to the good vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, celery, those kind of things. Yes, even eating spinach. You know, your mom always told you eat your spinach. Those kind of things are the good carbohydrates that are going to keep the grams of carbs low while you're still eating high fat. It's going to keep the ghrelin low, it's going to raise the leptin, and you are going to feel fuller longer, and you'll stop overeating. So if you haven't heard about this intermittent fasting craze, and if you haven't heard about the keto craze, then I highly encourage you to take a look at it, do your research, and consider incorporating this in your diet. And that's why I have chosen the intermittent fasting along with a little bit of keto thrown in there as well. Hopefully this video has been informative for you, and hopefully it's encouraged you to get out there, do a little more research, and find out exactly what's going to be the best for you for dropping those unwanted pounds. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I want to remind you it really is possible to walk in DeeVine Health. I'll see you soon.